Welcome to Specific Love. Today I'm going to show you how I made this awesome pallet wall. Let's begin. After having my display shelves up for a while, I decided it was time for a change. A few months ago, a family friend offered us a bunch of pallets and we still had quite a few left over. So I decided to build my first pallet wall in its place. I started by cutting the nails on the ends with a sawzall and carefully used a pry bar to remove the wood from the center supports. The process was not perfect and I occasionally split a board, but it was a very easy fix with some wood glue and some clamps. So don't get discouraged if you ever split a wood project. I also made sure to remove all of the nails from each board. Now, even though I had pressure washed the pallets months before, they still had dirt and concrete around the edges. So I took them over to my belt sander for a quick sanding, and then something happened. Well, my belt sander finally gave out. We've had this for a number of years. My father used it for a while. He gave it to me and I've used it. We've had a ton of success with it, well, until now. It's something I believe internally in the motor. It broke. I don't know how to fix that. So I went out, I purchased another one. I'm going to put this thing together and we'll keep going on a project. After sanding, I ran each board over the joiner to square up the edges and flatten the sides. I mainly just wanted to reduce the possibility of splinters from each piece. If you plan on loading a joiner, make sure to have a dust collection system because it produces a bunch of wood chips. I will put a link to the one I made in the description. It was now time to remove the old shelving, which was a little sad and exciting at the same time. I then gave the center of the wall a rough coating of white paint to make the letters I plan to use more visible. I only used one coat so that the rough texture would blend more with the discoloration of the wood. After letting it dry, I tested my letters to find the best angle. I then transferred the letters over to paper to make it a little easier to find the exact spacing. Drill some pilot holes and add the nails for hanging. The paper was easy to remove and the letters fit great. Now if you plan on putting up a pallet wall, it's always a good idea to get some furring strips and attach them to your wall directly into your studs behind it. That'll protect the drywall and also give a much secure location for your pallet wood to actually attach to. But in my case, this right here is already a wood wall, so I'm just going to attach these straight to the wall. I then went through my pile of boards and began. To attach each piece to the wall, I used 1.5 inch nails in the brad nailer, which made quick work of this task. I started from the top and worked down just in case the bottom needed cutting. I also spaced out around the letters with uneven boards to keep the rough format going. And to prevent any straight lines, I changed the lengths of the boards that intersected with the sidewalls. I also tried to mix and match the coloring and rough boards for the best configuration. Now if you plan on doing a project like this, just remember that pallet wood, well, it is rough. Just a rough surface to begin with, so you can smooth it out like I did, but just remember to leave some of the pieces nice and rough. You're not going to have every joint here that's going to be perfectly flush, but that's good because that makes it have the originality of the rough pallets. Plus I also love the different colors that come in the pallets. Just make sure to alternate those however you wish it looks the best for your wall. So overall, I hope you enjoyed this project, and if you did, make sure you click the like button. Tell us what you think about it in the comments, and as always, have fun building.